2007, Triumph released its middleweight screamer, the Street Triple. Within minutes, the bike became the stunter's choice. You couldn't walk out your front door without seeing a mono-wing Street Triple or a big black line up the driveway. Well, in 2017, the Street Triple had to grow up a bit because this engine became the power plant of choice for Moto 2 racing. It was taken out to 765 cc's. Now you're looking at the 2020 version, which they tell me has 9% more power and 9% more torque. The stunters are going to go berserk, but can this bike work in real world settings? Let's live with it for a while and find out.
There is a specification that you will not find in the facts and figures sheet of any motorcycle brochure on the planet. It's just not there, and it never will be. But for mine, it's more important than any number, equation, figure or statistic. That's got you interested, hasn't it? You really want to know what that magic spec is, don't you? Of course you do. Well, I call it the yeehaw factor. The seat of the pants, tame the animal, thrill a minute element. The one that reminds you why you like motorcycles, like your first real kiss. All heart pumping and edgy. Yep, the yeehaw factor. Call it your personal adrenaline satisfaction number. I do. And that feeling right there is what will see owners of the RS queuing up to breathily tell you at every opportunity, like a newly enlightened vegan. And if you have any brains, and I reckon you do, you'll listen, wide-eyed and focused. Indeed, this thing is thrill a minute, off its nut, breathtaking fun. You might be riding to work, but that smile will be there until at least morning tea, and your workmates will wonder if you are, pharmaceutically enhancing on a regular basis. Okay, I'll calm down. Let's wrap some facts around that extraordinary set of emotional claims and see if we can't get to the bottom of just why I've come over all kind of schoolboy about the RS. Well, the previous RS set this thing up to be the beastie it quite clearly is. On top of all that, these mods have been delivered of the middleweight screamer. There's a significant Euro 5 update to the 765cc triple engine developed by Triumph's Moto 2 engine team. There's also 9% more mid-range power, peaking at 92 kilowatts at 11,750 revolutions per minute, and a freer flowing exhaust which sends that fairly raunchy triple ruckus into the atmosphere with a confident burble. In fact, I'd be leaving that alone. No need for an expensive pipe here. There's a neat carbon fibre accent to the end piece too. So, yeah, it looks horn and it sounds pretty good into the bargain. The tank has these kind of nice shoulders that stop your knees flapping about, and the whole deal from the cockpit is ergonomically on your team. Looking expectantly back at you is an all-singing TFT display with the My Triumph connectivity system enabled. This delivers GoPro interaction, turn-by-turn navigation, and music and phone operation. Gearbox is like a hot knife through butter, with up and down quick shift standard to make you feel like a world champ. And now there's an auto blipper. Don't know about that, but that's the go now with quick shifts. I kind of like operating my clutch and giving a manual, perfectly timed blip of my own, just to wake the neighbours if nothing else. Supposed progress. With all this electronic help, there's 5 riding modes, accessed pretty easily from the bars. These are dubbed Road, Rain, Sport, Track and Rider. The Rider mode is personally configurable, allowing you to program your own settings and call them up any time. Like a mate who's always up for a big night. I like that. After all, we're all individuals. The look of the thing is modern and aggressive. Smooth flowing lines? Nah. Forget that namby-pamby claptrap. This thing looks like it might elope with your daughter and flick you the bird on the way out the driveway. Subtle it ain't. You are going to be sneeringly challenged at the lights by both the snotty kid in the WRX and the past his best businessman. in his multi-turboed Benz in equal measure. Don't worry about that, because you've got them both well covered, allegedly. A fully adjustable 41mm Showa big piston fork and fully adjustable Öhlins STX40 piggyback reservoir shock are the same suspension components from the 2017 bike, and suspension is supple enough with a sporting brief. It's no Luxo Tourer when it comes to bitumen lumps and bumps, but it never makes that sort of silly claim. Sporty is where I'd put it. The new twin LED headlights have the now expected daytime running lights, and that illumination setup represents a big improvement. The previous bike was a little overstated in that area, I reckon. Detailing is tidy, with lots of little design touches like the machined angular mouldings below the seat line. In fact, Triumph is now rivaling fit and finish levels we see from a certain Primo Bavarian outfit, and that hasn't always been the case. A big fat snaggy tick there. This one is in the silver ice with Diablo red, including hand-painted Diablo red wheel pinstripes. Gorgeous. Now for the moment we've all been waiting for. Enough of the waffle, Snaggy. What is the bloody thing like to ride? Well, the RS has astonishing slingshot grunt from the middle. It's twisto, risto, supersonic fun from about $4,000 until the mad red line at, wait for it, 14,000 revolutions per minute. You tuck down, grip the tank with your knees, go down a couple of neat snicks at the gear lever, only to be swiftly transported to middleweight motorcycling mecca. Magnificent mumbo, simple as that. The duties of pulling all that middleweight madness up is given to the front Brembos, 4-piston radial mount monoblock arrangements, and well, they are nigh on perfect. Zero to complain about there. No wonder stunters go mad for this thing. The front wheel wants to say hello as regularly as an air hostess with a good night's sleep, and this is allowed in track and rider modes, so don't be put off by the fancy electronics. While indeed there is adjustable ABS and switchable traction control, you can old school analogue your brains out of. Keeping you with your back to the sky is the latest generation version 3 Pirelli Diablo Supercorsa SP rubber. Say that with a mouthful of marbles. Now I love the idea of all that grip, really I do, but you best keep a few bucks out of the housekeeping quids for a pretty regular outlay for new boots. That sticky stuff doesn't last long, no matter how many salesmen tell you a contrary story. So what do we make of all that? The new Trumpy is fast, tidy and light at 166 kilograms dry, although pretty pricey at $19,800 right away. Forget the dollars though. In the couple of weeks it was here at Shea Snag, it made me feel like I was young again. All wistful. And that's worth the price of admission right there. I wonder how long my licence would last if it shifted in permanently, because restraint and I have never been close. But for a full-on nutter with good manners and a sophisticated side, well, the RS gets the snaggy nod of delinquent approval. Yes, the all-important yeehaw factor. In short, the RS has it in manic spades. It is a weapon.
Triumph Street Triple RS. You know, I went to the launch of the 17 bike up at Lakeside. I came away saying, this is a pretty amazing piece of kit. People at Triumph said to me, oh, we made it better. I can't believe it, but they have. It's actually quicker, it's more responsive, it's better finished. There's nothing worse than one of those reviews that just goes off about the bike being fantastic, and I don't like to be that guy, but this is a long, long way better than the 17 bike, which was a superb thing. I love it. I reckon you could live with it day to day. It's a pretty good urban terrorist, and it goes like shite out of a Shanghai, and I love it.